So welcome guys back to another video in the channel. We're back with another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily, and in the last 24 hours a lot of breaking news on Martin Odegaard. Now my intention today is to break down everything covering Martin Odegaard, where it stands, will it happen, will it not happen. Let me start explaining. So we'll go through the report that was first released by Sky Sports, as they claim that Arsenal have made an official approach for Martin Odegaard. So let's have a look at that one. So the Norway international is expected to be granted his wish to leave on loan this month for regular first team football. The Real Madrid board is currently considering the latest proposal from Arsenal, who have failed with an approach for the midfielder, face strong competition for Odegaard, including at least one other Premier League club. Now there are reports coming out that the other Premier League club could be Manchester United. Now my theory with that is, why would Man United come in for him? Because they've got Bruno, Van de Beek, Pogba, so many midfielders, class midfielders, include Fred in there, maybe even McTominay if you want to. Why would they bring in someone like Odegaard? I'm not too sure. Odegaard has struggled for game time under Real Madrid boss Zinedine Zidane this season, featuring just 12 times without scoring a goal. The 22-year-old impressed while alone at Real Sociedad last season, registering 7 goals and 9 assists across 36 appearances. Now I have a friend who's a Real Sociedad fan, and he's been telling me, because I don't really watch Real Sociedad, that he is the real deal, Martin Odegaard, and I'll take his word for it. And according to Sky Sports, Dharmesh Chef, let's see his quotes. You remember last month we said January window would be an all-out two halves. The first would be trying to offload players on loan to try cut the wage bill and reduce the squad. And if they get enough of the wage bill, maybe in the second half they could concentrate on signing someone. Edu, the technical director, has said Arsenal would focus on the attacking midfield area. He did say that when he was speaking to the fans the other month, and it looks like Real Madrid will grant his wish for Odegaard to leave. What will Odegaard bring to the Premier League? Apparently, again, another report here says hype, and a lot of media attention for starters. It's centered on him in 2015, when a month after his 16th birthday, Real Madrid won the race for his signature, and the interest in now 22-year-old will ignite again if he comes to these shores. Already a Norway international when he joined Real, Odegaard, who has drawn excitable comparisons with Lionel Messi, immediately trained with the first team and became the youngest ever player in the final game of that season. Back then, the anticipation of what Odegaard would become at Bernabeu knew no bounds, but his progress, perhaps disappointingly for some, has been quieter since, as the gradual progression of a midfield technician has taken place. Patience is paying off now, though, after an underwhelming 18-month loan spell at Heerenveen. Odegaard has a standout season at Vitesse in 2018-19, creating more chances than any other player in the Netherlands top flight, and finishing third in the assist charts to Dusan Tadic and Hakim Ziyech. Both have played in the Premier League. He backed it up with an impressive season at Real Sociedad last year, where he hit double figures for goal contributions and was recalled to Real Madrid as a result, in way to his 2-year loan deal. While away into Zinedine Zidane's lineup has been ultimately hard to find, Premier League clubs are now pursuing a classy creator, a pass master, and an attacking midfielder with a fine touch and bright awareness of the game. Odegaard, if he does come to England, will reportedly bring excitement on the pitch as well as off of it. So Martin Odegaard, there's a long report there. Look, Arteta looks like he wants him. Edu looks like he wants him. We've made an approach to Real Madrid. They're considering it. Now, some other reports are saying that something is advanced with Real Sociedad to bring him back on loan to Real Sociedad for the rest of the season. Now, my understanding is that is not the case. There's nothing advanced. There's just an offer on the table from Real Sociedad to take him on loan there. One thing that Arsenal will have on their favour is the agent. Now, his agent is the same one as Nicolaj Moller. He is the Norwegian we signed on transfer deadline day for £400,000. So we know his agent, so if we could get some sort of deal going there. We've probably already contacted his agent. Maybe he does want to move to the Premier League to Arsenal. If we were competing against Manchester United, however, I think it would be easier for us because we're both in the Europa League. Yes, they're competing for a title, but if you look at their midfield options, they've got a lot. I've already mentioned them earlier, and it would be very weird to see Odegaard go there, for me anyway. Yes, they are challenging for a title. That's a big push anyway, but I don't think you'd get many first team appearances, which is basically what he wants. So I think Arsenal would be a suitable thing for him, because our only attacking midfielder at the moment is Emil Smith-Rowe, and we do need to sort of get the burden off him a bit, because you can't rely so much on a 19-year-old that has just burst through. You have to understand that you can't put that much reliability on him. You can't. It's just not going to work. So someone like Martin Odegaard, in my opinion now, I'm going to take him. I think I would take him in a heartbeat, only because if you look at this market, we reportedly have a transfer budget of 20 million at the max. Now, which player in this market for 20 million will drastically improve our team. Not even improve our team. I don't think anyone. For 20 million, I don't think anyone. So if you look at someone like Odegaard, whose market value is around 40 million pounds plus, and he's available on loan with the possible option to buy clause that Real Sociedad reportedly agreed to with Real Madrid in a possible, loan back. There will be an option to buy Odegaard. So if we can put an option in for 50, maybe even 60 million, I don't know. Then if you're signing someone that has high potential, high value already, and it's on loan, I think for Arsenal that has to be a no-brainer, because you're not spending anything for him, and the 20 million that you reportedly could be spending in this window, you could spend in the summer window when hopefully all the players will have offloaded, all the wages come off the bill, and hopefully more players' wages come off the bill. So I think that's an interesting proposition for us, and it's something we do need to take, and I would take Odegaard in a heartbeat. As I said, I've seen him for ages now. He looks like a brilliant player, and I think exactly what we need. I'd go in for him, definitely. Leave your thoughts in the comment section about that one. Whether this will develop more in the next 24 hours, whether, more things will get involved with his agent, whether he wants to come to Arsenal, because I think that's still got to be left, because I do think Real Madrid will accept it. I'm sure of it. Also, there's a little theory that we can't have two players from the same club because we already have Ceballos. That's false. Clear case is Benfica and Spurs, Vinicius Jr. and Gedson Fernandes both on loan from Benfica, so that theory's closed. I think this could happen. I really do think this could happen, but we can only see in the next 24 hours, 48 hours whether this could happen. Our approach has only come in for him in the last 48 hours, and we reportedly have tried for him before, so maybe we know his agent already, we know what Real Madrid's stances are, like with the wages and stuff split. I'm not sure how much he's on at the moment, but I don't think it would be too much. I don't think so, because of how many times he's been out on loan. I don't think he'd be earning that much high money. It feels me, I would give them back Ceballos and take Odegaard. I think we could take the burden off Ceballos' wages by giving it back to Real Madrid and take Martin Odegaard. The reason they cancelled the loan was mainly because obviously Real Madrid didn't want to sign anyone, so recalling Odegaard was the best option, and they let Ceballos go and James Rodriguez go, so that kind of took the same position off them, so they didn't want to lose Odegaard as well. So yeah, we've rumbled on about Odegaard for nearly 8 minutes now, so I'm going to stop. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Any more developments, I'll keep you updated. So the next bit of news is that Sokratis has officially left Arsenal. His contract has been terminated, officially now announced by Arsenal. Come out of actually nowhere, because an hour before Arsenal actually announced it, Chris Wheatley from Football.London reported that his contract will be terminated. So let's see what Arsenal got to say. Working closely with Sokratis and his team, we have decided to cancel his contract by mutual consent. This gives Papa the freedom to negotiate a contract with the new club and return to action as soon as possible. The Greek international defender joined us from Borussia Dortmund in July 2018 and made 69 appearances for us. He was part of the FA Cup winning squad in August and played 12 matches during our run to the Europa League final in 2019. Technical director said, on behalf of Mikel, our coaches, players and everyone at the club, I would like to thank Papa for his contribution to the club. He has been an important part of our group and has been a model professional throughout, which I definitely agree with. The negotiations to end his contract have been collaborative, and we wish Papa and his family well for the future. So it's good he's gone, more wages off the bill. It's good and good. No complaints about that one. Why don't we do this in the summer? That's a weird thing, because he hasn't played since, so that's a bit of a confusing one, but at least he's gone, and I don't think we need to talk about this anymore. So Sokratis has left the club. I did put this on my Twitter as well, and I did put this on my community, so you should know this already by now. Next bit of news is on Lucas Toreeira and Christian Eriksen. Now, reports are coming out that there could be a potential swap. Now, again, it's kind of ironic because we look like we wanted Eriksen, and Inter Milan now want Toreeira, so reports of a swap deal are kind of coming around, and would I take it? I think probably would. If the Odegaard thing doesn't work, I think I'd put the Odegaard thing number one on the priority, and then this one. Would it happen? I think it's a realistic opportunity, because if Inter actually want Toreeira and they want to get rid of Eriksen, and we want to create a midfielder like Eriksen, and Eriksen is Premier League proven, he's got the most assists ahead of Ozil, ironically, yeah, he's got more assists than Ozil. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I think I'll take this deal 100%. I think their values, right now are about the same. Their wages, I think Eriksen's are a bit higher. I think maybe we could get it down a bit. I'm not too sure, but hopefully with all the wages we already have going off the bill, maybe we can do something with Eriksen. But Eriksen, as I said this before even the window started, he's a player I would definitely take at Arsenal, because we need players like him, players like Eriksen, who would give us a bit of experience in that position, Premier League proven experience, and I think that'd be very useful to us. He's also been linked to Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur return. I don't see either of those happening because of Man United. As I said this with Odegaard as well, they don't need attacking midfielders, they really don't. Van de Beek hardly gets into the side, so how is Odegaard or even someone like Eriksen meant to get in? I didn't get it. It's confusing, but yeah. Spurs return, I don't see it happening. If any of you guys saw the documentary, it didn't seem like Mourinho liked him, so I doubt that would happen. That would be really weird if it would happen, in my opinion. But we look like we are the front runners for Eriksen, believe it or not. So maybe a swap deal between us, Toreeira and Eriksen isn't the worst thing, but we'll just have to see in the coming days whether there is any weight with this one. But I would take it. The next bit of news is on Squadron Mustafi. I'm not going to talk about him too long, but he has got more reports now to Lazio who are interested. He's got 6 months left on his contract. Lazio did put a bid in, but they couldn't get any negotiations going with Mustafi. So hopefully he can agree a pre-contract agreement, because I think that's the most likely thing we can do right now. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with Mustafi. Hopefully he does leave. I think everyone wants him gone, but if we can agree some sort of tiny fee for him to go now to Lazio, maybe cover a tiny bit of his wages, something like that, just to get him away. Maybe, just maybe, I would keep him for these last 6 months though, because he's an experienced player, and I think in the Europa League, being in the FA Cup, he might be a tiny bit of use. I'm just saying, but I think I'll just keep him around for the next 6 months instead of letting him go now, because I think it would do more harm than good, because I think we need some of his experience around. This might be an unpopular opinion, but heyo, and that's just the news that Lazio are interested in him again. The last bit of news is on Houssem Aouar. I'm not going to talk about him too long because I think I could ramble about this quite a while, but we did enough of it with Odegaard, so I'm not going to do it again. But yeah, Houssem Aouar, a report came out today that we are still interested in him, but it will be more of a summer thing. Again, obviously we're not going to spend 40-50 million pounds on him now, obviously. We had a chance to sign him in the summer, as Fabrizio Romano reported, but that didn't happen because Arsenal didn't pay the flipping money. But he's still open to the move to Arsenal, but he's also considering Real Madrid and Barcelona. Now this is interesting because he had that same thing last year, but none of them came in. But he thinks maybe this summer Real Madrid, Barcelona, even PSG might come in. But obviously with Mauricio Pochettino coming in, the situation of Barcelona looking uncertain, situation of Real Madrid looking uncertain. Whether he will go to any of those clubs remains to be unseen. Obviously, the thing with Odegaard could affect this as well. But we'll just have to see with this one. But yeah, Aouar, I think right now, I think the ship has sailed. I don't think we'll sign him. I don't think we should. I think there are better options out there like Odegaard, even Sabitzer, even Brandt. So that's just my opinion on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.